What up, everybody? It's your boy Slim, the streamer, back with another video. Smash that like button and subscribe button for me, guys. Today we're talking about gaming handheld devices. Okay, now I'm only making this video because I want to talk about the pros and cons of having a gaming handheld device. I actually had one back in the day. We're going to get more in depth on that and the things that I learned about it, the things that I liked, and the things that I didn't like. And I'm not here to basically make a video saying handheld, like trashing handheld devices or anything like that. I think handheld gaming devices are great, mainly if you're always on the go. If you have an actual PC setup or a gaming laptop, we're going to get into the video. Let's check it out. All right. So, gaming handheld devices. Now, as I mentioned, I had the Legion Go. It was the 8.8 144 hertz gaming handheld AMD Ryzen Z 21 Extreme. It was 16 gigabytes with 1 tera. No, I actually had I believe I had the 2 terabyte at the time. Oh, I couldn't remember, 1 or 2 terabyte at the time I bought it. I paid like maybe like six, 700, like 800, like $700. In fact, it was the 1 terabyte because the 2 terabyte was like $900. So I had the 1 terabyte. Um, very excited when I got it, opened it up, played it. Now, I already have a gaming PC, right? I already have a gaming PC at the time. I didn't have the gaming PC that I have currently, but I actually had a pretty decent gaming PC. And when I got the Legion Go, I noticed at the time when I was playing it, one, I really at that point in time I wasn't traveling as much, so other than sitting on my couch and sitting in my bedroom playing the game, playing the handheld, at that point in time, at that point in my life, I really didn't use it that much. It was still a great product. Don't get me wrong; it was an amazing product. Uh, you can play all your games on it, stuff like that. It was pretty cool. The fun part I had was when I detached the controllers, set the system down on the table, and I was playing games such as Far Cry 6 on it. That was really fun because I used the joystick controller and I was just playing. I was kicking butt on that system with Far Cry. Like I remember particularly Far Cry, I was just knocking folks down. But anyway, um, yeah. So it's a it's a gaming handheld devices are great in my opinion if you're always on the go. If you're always moving, if you're like maybe you're a truck driver and you're never home, or you you go to school, you're in a dorm setting versus being home. You can carry that around with you. If you're just always on the go and you're never around an actual desktop, right? If you already have a gaming desktop set up, in my opinion, I really don't see the point of getting this, even if you already have a gaming laptop, right? Because you can just carry your laptop around versus handheld. Now, it's convenient because, yeah, you can sit on the bed and play the games. But at the same time, if you got Steam Link, you can do the same thing with your TV. I got my TV in my bedroom, so if I want to not have to get up to go to my gaming desktop setup, I can just cut on Steam Link on my TV and play Xbox, either Xbox Game Pass games because you got the Xbox Game Pass app, or Steam Link and play all your Steam games on it. Same thing, right? So at that point in time, I didn't really see the point of me even keeping the Legion Go because I'm like, man, this is an awesome product, but I don't go anywhere, right? So you got other gaming handheld devices too, not just the Legion Go, man. You got the Asus ROG Ally, which is that's another great gaming handheld device, right? It's amazing, right? There's a bunch of other gaming handheld devices out there, but in my opinion, I did have the Legion Go. I wanted the Legion Go at the time. It was, like I said, great. If you're constantly moving, if you're just at the house every day and you got like a normal 9 to 5 and you're going to work, and you don't really go out as much as far as like traveling a lot, I don't really see the point of getting one because it's like because when I had mine, for example, right? When I had my Legion Go for the time being, I wanted to play more on it. But as I played more on it, I was like, I could just go to my PC and just sit down at my desk and do the same thing, or I can cut on my TV. It's like at that point in time, I really didn't see the point of me even having this. I felt like it was a waste of money, to be honest with you. So I'm not trashing the devices. I think they're great if you're constantly moving. Um, if you're going on now, could have kept mine? Yes, I could have kept mine because at times I do go out and travel and go out of town and stuff like that. So I could have kept mine. But at the same time, hey, I got Xbox Game Pass, Steam Link. I can use my freaking cell phone if that's the case, right? So you know, I just didn't see the point of keeping it. You know what I mean? Because I just looked at it. I had it for a while. I enjoyed it. Now, the other issue I didn't like was the button layout. Some of the games that I was playing on there, the button layout wasn't working. Now, I'll give you an example. Ready or Not, right? I love that game. You had to go into the actual. It wasn't like already laid out. My thing is, if you got a gaming handheld device, I just think that the games, especially like you Steam or Xbox Game Pass, I honestly think the game should be just mapped out like pretty much like a regular Xbox controller, right? And I say Xbox controller because that's, in my opinion, that's what I mainly use. I don't use a PlayStation controller, nothing like that. I think it should be already laid out and mapped out. But some games I had to go actually map it out myself, and I didn't like that because I'm like, what the hell, right? I was like, I thought I could just it'll be a player ready, right? I could just jump in and just start playing my game and ready to go. And no, you have to some games on Steam, I actually go in and lay all the buttons out, each button to figure out what is what, right? So there's that. I didn't like that part of it because I wanted everything to be pre-mapped out. I know, hey, some people are gonna be like, hey, well, what do you expect, man? It's a game in hell. You can't just what you saying. It's basically like a PC. Exactly. So that's why I'm like, what's the point of me having one, right? So, um, it was that, right? It it was the button layout for certain games. Uh, it, it was just even like when I had my gaming PC on at the time, right? If I because I had it set up in my Wi-Fi, so even if I was playing certain games on my handheld device in my bedroom, it will be running on my actual computer. Like, you know what I mean? Because it'll just pull up both my computer monitor and it will pull up on the gaming handheld device as well. That was kind of weird. So again, in conclusion, oh, and another important thing before I leave, the battery life. The battery life sucked. The battery life on the Legion Go, I can't speak for the ROG Ally and the other device. I can only speak on the Legion Go. In my opinion, the battery life on it sucked. It died. Like, I mean, I remember playing Far Cry on it. Uh, and it just within like 30 minutes, it was telling me I had to charge it. And that was the other thing that bothered me. I used to you always got to carry the charger near you, man. You couldn't like I get it. These are the Legion Go is basically a handheld computer, right? But I didn't understand the battery life part of it. Like the battery life should have been it should have came with like a battery pack. And I know you can order battery packs and stuff like that, third party and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think it should have came with it like just the extra battery pack that plug in and they'll keep on you. But if you do get a battery pack, you gotta tape it up to the back of it. It was just too much, man. Like at that point, I hate to always have to keep it charged and to play the game, and I just got rid of it, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I sold mine. I had it for like maybe like a month or so. I couldn't remember, but I just sold it. I said, man, what's the point of this? And I'm not always on the go like that. With the Legion Go, I wasn't. I got tired of battery life constantly dying without having to hold the charge. I got tired of the button layout wasn't matching. I had to lay out each game for certain games. Now, certain games that I did play with the Legion Go work perfectly, right? Certain games that came on the Legion Go out the box worked amazing. The Last of Us worked perfect. Didn't have any issues there. Uh, you know, uh, Cyberpunk 2077 didn't have an issue. There's racing games, stuff like that, Grand Theft Auto. You don't have issues like that when it comes to the Legion Go because those games kind of already like set up in a way. But Max Payne was pretty nice. But other games I wanted to play, yeah, you had to actually do button setups, and I didn't like that. But it's a great system. Again, it's a great system, polished system, nice. The fans were loud. The fans in the back of the on the handheld were really loud. That was annoying because when you're gaming and you're moving, the fan starts kicking on and the fans were loud. So that was annoying. I just decided, you know what, man, I already got my gaming PC set up. I I just don't need it. Now, if you're on the go, if you're a college student, you're in a dorm setting, you're back and forth from home, truck driving, you're always traveling, you're a flight attendant, you're always moving around, you're never in one space. I think the gaming handheld devices work 100%. Even if you're, let's say you're not, you don't, let's say you don't even have a gaming PC, right? If you want a gaming handheld, hey, I think that works. If you don't have a gaming PC at all and you're looking to get a gaming handheld device, I think that works. Because if I didn't, 100% guys, if I didn't have a gaming PC at all, right? Let's say I had a PlayStation 5, right? All right. And I wanted an actual gaming, like a gaming PC, I would actually get the Legion Go or the ROG Ally. I would get something like that because I think that instead of paying like what 23 25 nearly $3,000 for a decent gaming PC, then you got to buy a gaming monitor, which is another $1,000. You can just buy the gaming handheld device for 600, maybe even 900 at best for a gaming handheld device, and you already got a mobile PC on you. So if you don't even have a gaming setup at all, I say get the gaming handheld. But if you got a gaming PC setup, if you got a gaming laptop setup, especially a good, decent one with a gaming monitor, in my opinion, I don't think these gaming handheld devices would suffice you. But hey, who am I? I'm just a guy who talk about gaming stuff, right? So do whatever you want. I'm just giving you my opinion that nobody asked for. But anyway, it's your boy Slim the Streamer, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.